is still awake and alive at 1 a.m. First off, let's check the radar, because why not? It hasn't changed. It hadn't hardly moved. It's now snowing in Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky. Heavier snow to our south still. And all the way down to New Mexico. Very little movement still of the whole storm. We still have a long way to go with this. That's probably why this is the last live of the day, of the night for me. I'm probably going to catch some sleep. I'll stay here. And when I wake up, I'll go live again. Probably not long. I want to show you this, the updated travel map. A lot of things have changed on this since the last time we spoke. A lot more orange, a lot more red. You can see the trouble areas south. There's Indianapolis, this is Martinsville, this is Bloomington, this is Bedford. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 counties now in red. Several 3, 5, 8, 11, 13 counties in orange, and the rest in yellow. So busy time right now for a lot of people out there on the highways and the roads, cleaning them. Hopefully everybody will stay off the roads and they'll be able to take care of business a lot quicker. But lots of reds, lots of orange. There is Morgan County for those right here and around the area. Dew point, we've been checking kind of off and on, but it's kind of irrelevant at this point. Still 7 and it's 10 or 11 degrees outside, so saturation is there. No need to look at the travel cams because there's really nothing happening on the roads. This is the main. Hello, Lori. Hello, Eric. This is the main stuff right here, and still heavy bands of snow coming up from our south and west. This is a really heavy snow through here, coming into the Evansville area now. It's creeping northeast. I don't think I've ever seen a storm move this slow. I've been on the air, on and off the air for almost 12 hours now, and it hasn't. It's went from right outside of Indiana to Washington, D.C. Barely. Normally I'll come on and in 4 hours it'll be over in Missouri and it's through us and we're done. I've been on for 12 hours. And we're not even at halftime yet. So, who gave me stars? Whoever gave me stars, thank you. I don't know. I have to see here. Thank you, Randa. It's very kind of you. I'm getting sleepy. It's only 1 a.m. This is about the time I normally go to bed anyway. So, that's a mess. Still got a lot of ice and sleet picking up now, believe it or not, to our south and west. None of that's going to come to us. It's too cold here. It's going to be all snow for us. And we'll see. We'll see where we end up. Like I said, I've heard 23 inches. My phone finally adjusted down to 12 inches. It was sitting on 18 forever. So I was like, we're not getting 18 inches of snow. It's just not happening. But anyway, that's all I got. I know there's only a couple people on this late. I missed the county warnings. I wonder why my phone is not picking up these messages or any of this stuff. Let me go out and come back in. Hang on, I'll get to you. There you go. I missed the... Okay. Missed the county warnings. Hang on. Let's go back to the county warnings. This is the travel advisory. Morgan County yellow, Owen County orange, Brown County orange, a few reds. I know that's Clark, Howard, or Clark, Floyd, and one other, Crawford County, I believe. Some of these down here, I'm not for sure what counties these are. I know that's Monroe. I know that's Lawrence. I know that's Greene. I know that's Owen. So I believe that's Vigo, Terre Haute, maybe. Yeah. So lots going on across the state. It is still snowing, and it's not stopped snowing. You're very welcome, Stacy. I've got an air mattress in right in the other room in here. I'm going to go visit here real quick. Looks like it's snowing harder out there for us right now, which... Hello, Laura. Not surprising. We'll get through it. I'll be up early in the morning, I'm assuming. I'm probably going to go out and warm my car up at some point and go find coffee. I know there's gas stations around here somewhere that'll be open with coffee. That's all that matters. So, anyway, I've seen a lot of snow clouds going up and down Morgan Street here, which is good. There is the weather radar again, and it's pretty much the same as it was at 2 o'clock. All right, guys. Get some rest. We'll figure out the rest of it tomorrow. Hopefully, we don't get a lot, but something tells me we're going to get 10 plus inches, especially when that heavy wave comes, if it ever makes its way here. That's a crazy thing. Hello, Jen. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Hoskins. Now everybody's getting on, right? When I was getting ready to get, I thought I had no one on here. Oh, I got 17. Why is my phone lagging, man? Let me close it all out and go back to it. Let me close it all out. And my phone says 2. You're welcome, Stacy. I said I was going to do this. I didn't want to be sitting at home because then I'd be like, I need to be down there watching the radar. And I only live 30 seconds away. But if I stayed at home and we got 16 inches of snow, then the odds are even that little bit of drive I probably wouldn't be able to get here because they would have ratted it this county and nothing would have... I wouldn't have been able to drive through 16 inches of snow, probably not even in my all-wheel drive. So it's like, I'll just stay in the studio. But we're not getting 16 inches of snow, odds are. But now I don't want to go out and start my car and go home. So, how you doing, Crystal? I'll just stay here. Got a bathroom, got water, got food. I got beef and cheese in the refrigerator right behind me. That noise you hear humming. I could open that bad boy up right now and go at it. So, anyway, last look at the... We'll refresh it real quick. Talked to Abby a little bit ago. Reds are starting to show up, I would imagine, from about here down by morning time. If we get close to what they're saying, most of these will be red or orange. Including us. I look for us to go to orange at some point in time. So, if it gets horrible, we'll go to red. Any questions, comments, concerns? Do we need to look at the cams one more time? We'll go cams. Here is on the... let me refresh this, because that doesn't look like it's changed a whole lot. I know we've got more snow since then. There we go. That's a better view. This is Ohio Street. Looking towards Walmart. Who gave me? Crystal, thank you, dear. That's Ohio Street looking towards Walmart. That's the other version, the other view. Looking south. That's actually northeast. So that's the Walmart exit, and the other one was the southwest one. Okay. That makes a little more sense. I was like, what's that? Looks weird. All right, so... This is right up the road here by the hospital. Lots of snow. That looks like a snow plow. Other than that, there's nothing on the streets. People are paying attention and they're staying off the roads. There's 44 at the bridge. And the other view. Oh, I'm a fool. I apologize. Hello, Tamara. Hello, Chris. That's what I was trying to show you. It wasn't popping up. Mr. Fuller, how you doing? Hello, Heidi. I'll run down these again since I got it on screen now. Not a lot happening. Not a lot happening. Just snow and more snow. No traffic. Let's get off that. We'll go back to this one more time. Refresh it. Let it load. A few reds. Oh, Morgan County. Look at that. Morgan County is now officially orange. Wow. I just made that statement. We'd probably go orange for. Orange is the second highest level. Red is the next. So, Brown, Morgan, Owen, Spencer. No. Owen Putnam. What's that? I forget. I'm so tired now. I don't think I can focus. Hello, Travis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 counties in the restricted travel completely, and others are filling in orange. And then here's Marion County. As I said, about from here down, this will all be orange or red by morning if this snow continues. Hello, Debbie. So, and here's the radar. Has not changed. This is a very heavy band of snow moving towards us. Very heavy band. 10 to 12 inches is what they're expecting. And we'll probably come close to that. I know I've seen 23 inches. I've seen 6 inches. I guess 7, but I'm not a weather guy. So anyway, no more lives tonight. I'll wake up in the morning and get back at it. You guys get some rest. Stay warm. If anything actually needs to be delivered and someone contacts me and says, hey, you got to get this information out there, I'll wake up and do it. Hello, PJ. But for now, this is going to be it for tonight. Signing off at around 1:12. Hello, Wendy. Guess what? It's snowing. No kidding. All right, guys. Have a great night. I'll see you in the morning. You know, lots of folks are popping on now. I hate leaving when people are entering the room. Any questions before I go? All this pink stuff. The purple's ice, freezing rain. The pink is sleet. It's sleeting all the way down to Eagle Pass, which is insane. Mr. Fields, I hope you get your furnace fixed soon, sir. None of that ice stuff is coming to us, though. We're straight snow. It's 11 degrees. Low visibility. Must be snowing pretty good out there right now. Yeah. Gonna snow all night. So, anyway, love you guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Have a great night, what's left of it, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, Central Indiana. Wowzer. I guess you caught me eating my breakfast here. I'm live at Casey's Cause Studio, and I'm eating eggs. Hang on. All right, we're in the depths of it. Let's take a look-see. There you have it, folks. What's left of what's been going on for the last 24 hours. Still have a day of snow ahead of us. Hello, Darren. Lots of icing to our south. Good morning, Caitlin. I did go home last night. And then I turned around and came back in this morning, and the roads are not good. And that's not knocking anyone that's out actually working on the roads. We just got a lot of snow. What's confusing is the National Weather Service says we've got about 7 inches of snow. Good morning, El Nino. Trinity says, I don't think I've ever seen this much snow. Well, I mean, just getting out in it and cleaning my car off and making my way here, I'm guessing maybe around 8 to 9 inches here. Mooresville peeps are saying they've got around 10 inches. But the National Weather Service says we've got less than 7 so far. I'm telling you right now, I can walk out there in the parking lot and tell you it's more than 7. Hello, Ashley. I don't care what their numbers say. And it's still snowing. So I made my way from my house to the studio, and then I was like, I want coffee. So I turned around, went back to Circle S. Hello, Angie. Hello, Don. And this is where I ended up back here. Greenwood chatter, 8 to 9 inches. Yeah, that seems to be the going rate for about everybody right now. I'm not saying anybody's wrong. Morning, Brian. Right, Seth. Excuse me, I stepped out into a drift on my porch. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Colton. Hello, Brian. But then when I made my way to the car, it was up past my ankle, going half towards my calf. I'm like, over here on the outer drive, we have 15 inches. I was like, so I'm guessing 8, 9 inches here. I'm guessing. I'm not a weather guy. I didn't take a yardstick outside. I didn't measure anything. I was going to have Seth just give me the information that he just did, and I was going to go off of the snow god, Seth. Hello, James. Hello, Danielle. I did go to Circle S. They are open, and I got me oh, you can't see. I turned my camera off because I'm over here eating. I got me a thirsty 2-ouncer cup of coffee. No fear of wetting the bed because I got all day to get rid of it. I love coffee. And I love gas station coffee. Anybody that buys Starbucks and all that, overrated. More than 7. I'm guessing. I was shocked. Now Logan sent me a picture down from Brown County. She got quite a bit down there where she's at. Pagan's already over it and bored. That's why I was like, I got to get out of the house. I got to go to the studio. I was going to stay here last night, but I forgot one thing. One thing that's a make or break. I had eaten, I know, but a bag of spicy, I'll just stick it in the bag. spicy Charros pork rinds at like midnight last night. And my heartburn was so bad when I laid down at 2:30 last night. I was like, I can't do this. I had to go. Good morning, Natasha and Nicole. I agree. Good morning, James. Good morning, Lisa. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Laura. Javier, what's up, buddy? Hello, Brooke. Good morning, Sharon. Yeah, I'd say it's 8, 9, 10 inches, somewhere around there. So I had to leave because I was like, I can't lay there and not have some sort of Tums in me after eating spicy churros, basically. So I left in the middle of the snowstorm and went home and slept for about 4 hours. Got me some Tums and I was fine. Are people actually driving in this stuff? Emergency, we're under red. Oh, I know. Natasha, they were delicious, don't get me wrong. But the minute I laid down, I was like, oh, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Let's check that map while we're at it. There is, I hate to hit update because it's not going to, it's crowded, the site is, and hard to get on. But as I said last night, from about here south is going to be all orange and red. I don't know what these guys are holding out for. Who are these animals? I don't even know where that is over there. But they're not even playing. Hello, Lenny. Hello, Luke. Hello, Darlene. Hello, Robin. So they're the holdouts. Everybody else is pretty much red. They're holding out for yellow for some reason. Cannot travel zones, pretty much. Morgan, Owen, Monroe, Brown County. Johnson's still holding out. Mr. Fields, you got to be cold, sir. I think I fell asleep around 4 and woke up at 6:30 and debated life's bad decisions. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Tanya. All right, snow totals thus far, if you got them. Like I said, I've seen everywhere from the states saying about 7. Morning, Coriel. Don't start that with me, Leslie. Leslie Michelle Coriel. Shelley's up in Mooresville. She said they got about 9 to 10 inches. Donita from Monroe. Monroe it's saying orange. No, it's red. I'm sorry, it's not corrected. Monroe is red. My nose decides. See, I shook that bag of Toros. Woo! I'm gonna need more Tums. All right, so there's that. We're gonna get rid of the dew point because we no longer need that. Let's look at the cams. Hello, Kelly. All right, let's go south side of Martinsville first. This is looking back towards town. This is the entrance to I-69. As you can see, it looks like a scene out of Bumbles Don't Bounce. Go the other. Oh, we went the other way. Went the wrong way. There's the other side, looking towards Bloomington. Again, there's no reason for a human being to be on this road today unless you're plowing it, because you're just going to get stuck. I'm scolding you. Don't get on there. So that's a no-go. We're under red anyway. Might as well stay at home and listen to my stupidity. Ohio Street. Let's go look at Ohio Street. Ohio Street again. No reason to be here. Really no reason to be here on Ohio Street unless you're going to do media stuff or EMT. I did have somebody asking me a question. Is there emergency vet open today? Hello, Tina. If anybody knows of an emergency vet being open today and it's accessible, let me know. There's Ohio Street that's looking southbound. Oh, I'll figure this out eventually. There's Ohio Street looking northbound. Again, no reason for a human to be on here unless you're plowing or on an emergency run. That's I-69, folks. my kind of weather, I'm in heaven, 9 to 10 inches so far. We will be in the skis this afternoon if the husband will get the four-wheeler out. Hello, Steph. Hello, Ashley. How you doing, Tina? So that's I-69. Not going to happen today, folks. Moving on up. This is right around the corner from us up here by the hospital. There's no reason to be on it. Stay off the roads. Let the guys do their job. The other angle, and we'll go up to 44. There's the bridge. Everything in Morgan County is closed. Not Circle S or Marathon, whatever that. I got coffee. There's the bridge, and then there's the other shot. That's pretty much all we need to see in our area. Hello, Jennifer. And we'll go back to this lovely image that I stared at for 12 hours, and it finally started moving about midnight last night. It started snowing well, about 12:30. Maybe a little later, because when I left, it was coming down really well. And I left about 3-ish, 2:30-ish, 3-ish. Just posted a pic of a table outside. I know, Natasha. I'm like, I pulled up here and I was like, I don't have coffee. I turned that car around the parking lot and eat the dough. Launched back onto Morgan Street, because you got to get over the where they plowed it, and they plowed a bunch, but there's a lot of snow. Launched back onto Morgan Street, did a little half squirmy, went down to the gas station, went in there, got me some vittles, got me some coffee. So I'm good. And I made my way back. Dummy me though, I'm like, why is my windshield freezing back up? I had turned the defrost off because I lost feeling in my right hand at some point in time when I was clearing snow off. And I was like, why is my window not just frozen again? Then I turned it back on. Those chemtrails sure do work. You know what? We didn't have any for a while, and all of a sudden we got chemtrails and we got a big blizzard. Not saying he's right. That is something that, well, I tell you this, to back up Brad's statement. Watch the latest Sean Ryan episode with the guy saying they've been seeding clouds for years. I agree, Natasha. Pretty much everything's closed right now. We are under red in Morgan County. Not supposed to be driving. They actually can ticket you. I don't know if they will unless you're doing something stupid, and then they'll probably take you to jail. Tow your car, cancel your birthday, cancel Christmas. No, Kenny, actually, I went home, then I came back, so I'm good. And I've got food. I've got food in the fridge. That noise you hear is running the fridge. I've got coffee. Hello, John. So this is our latest update of snow. They said it's gonna. Let's just do this. We'll put it in motion, and they'll let you guys decide. I said about 3. But see it backfilling? Kind of backfills. So it's not going to be as heavy all day, but it's still going to snow. And that takes us till about a little after 3, and there's still snow coming. So that's where we're at. Icing along the south of Louisville into Kentucky. Ice, sleet. This is the nasty stuff. I have not looked at anything national. I basically threw a hat on. Oh, I took my hat off. I have to share the love for a minute. That's not how you had to look. There you go. Hello, Jamie. Hello, JoJo. Hello, Marvin. I basically threw a hat on and drove down here and didn't look at any national weather or punch up anything other than this stuff. I mean, technically, here's the last part of the storm down here in Texas. And for those that are just joining us, we're on last night, I'm going to show you this. This is insane. Well, it's still freezing rain and drizzling down there. Here is Eagle Pass. And Eagle Pass became famous. Of course, it's not going to come up today. Come on. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm sorry. I was on the wrong side. Texas is so massive. Here's Eagle Pass. This is where all the immigration stuff was going on a while back, right? Southwest Texas, right on the border of Mexico. It was freezing rain there last night and snowing at midnight. Freezing rain there in San Antonio and Houston. I was like, holy smokes. I remember as a kid when we lived in Corpus, one time it snowed, and you thought the world was coming to an end. So, that's, Tina, that's what they say. They seed the clouds. When you see the airplanes with the airplanes not supposed to leave trails like that behind them. Chemtrails. So there's that. Again, here is the Department of Homeland Security's updated map. Most mild, next up, then orange, then red. So it goes gray, yellow, orange, red. We are in the red. Can't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. You really don't need to. If you got food, you got heat, you got shelter. It's like phase 10 day with the family. Get the Uno cards out. Do something. Go out and build an igloo. Hello, Michelle Keller. It's family day. Pull out the game of life. Mr. Ellis, how you doing, sir? Pull out the game of life or Monopoly. Or sit around and just drink coffee like I'm doing all day. Gas station coffee is so good. Starbucks, trash. All that other stuff, trash. I'm sorry. Mike, although Luke did call it a major winter storm, he predicted bigger than the storm of 78. He's going to come a little short, but kudos to Luke 2 weeks ago, right here in Porch Time Studio, on air, during Bibles for Dummies. He said major winter storm. It was going to rival or beat the 78 blizzard. And it's going to fall short. For folks that don't know about the 78 blizzard, you only see photos. Folks, we had here 19 inches of snow. There are parts of the state of Indiana that had 36 inches of snow. 36 inches of snow. 20 to 25 foot wind or drifts, snow drifts. Amber, I'm with you. Probably about 5 this afternoon, Nicole. 20 to 25 foot wind drifts or snow drifts. 19 inches of snow, sub-zero wind chills, 35 mile sustained winds. That was a blizzard of 78. That's why we had snow up to the roof of our cars and houses buried by snow drifts. It's going to take a lot to offset that one. I can remember we lived on St. Clair Street, and I was a little guy. 67, 76, I was 9. I can remember looking out the front room window and seeing snow, and I'm like, why is there snow over our window? The snowdrift had buried the front end of our house completely. Yeah, exactly. Ours was our front. The back, it was like the tunnel where it had blown it all away. You could almost see grass. Yeah, but the front was completely covered by snowdrift. And then we talked about it last night. A grader plowed St. Clair Street. Heavy equipment. I think Seth Ringer was driving it. I'm not sure, but I'd have to double check on that. But we've made through it. Today's the day it's going to wind down. It's going to take some time. We still might get another additional 2-3 inches of snow. Semi-tractor trailer buried in 70 in 78. Oh yeah, the cars on the interstate or the highways and the interstates that were buried, completely buried from drifts, were insane. I was like, is he still on? I am. I'm a time traveler. Hey, did Mr. Edwards get the team hooked up in time for you guys to do some? I know you're doing yard work still. You're out there plowing the field still, staff. And I got to chat with you because my internet went out this morning. Kind of ticked at that. We're going to have to discuss that at the next meeting. I'm just throwing that out there. That's fine. So that's that. Any updates? Road closures, business closures, if you want to tell me, do it now. Chicago's Pizza, closed for the day. Hello, Christine. No, he's buried. Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi must have froze. Good morning. You as well, Christine. You know, Wi-Fi, it's got so cold it froze in midair. There's like Wi-Fi frozen right outside my house. Just frozen. It's there. It won't work. Good morning, Jessica. It is still coming down. I think I read we're additional 2-3 more inches today. That's where we're at. On top of the 9 or 10, 8, 9 or 10, whatever you got, 11 inches. I know southern part below us, Brown County, Bloomington, they got more. Logan sent me a picture. Her little white Volkswagen looks like an igloo. Mooresville, Martinsville area, 8, 9, 10 inches, depending on where you measure. Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, Shane. We are under current travel advisory red, emergency vehicles only. You could get a ticket. You're creating a chaotic situation where you're going to put yourself in danger, and then individuals are going to have to come help you, and you're putting them in danger when they could be out doing the things we need to do to get the streets back open, keeping people safe. Please take care of your animals and check in on your elderly, family, and friends. I want to address the animal thing because I saw a post yesterday and I stayed away from it, but somebody was really ripping people's butts about if you leave your animal outside in weather like this, you're psychotic and you need your animals taken from you. Go to TikTok and type in the animals that can handle the cold like this. You literally cannot get some of these huskies and some of these dogs that were made to be in this kind of weather inside. They do not want to come inside. They love this. This is like us swimming in the ocean. I understand. 90% of the other dog breeds, get them inside. They're going to be cold. At least have warm shelter, somewhere to go to get out of the wind, the cold air, and the snow. But these huskies and some of those animals like that, they're buried in snow and they won't come in. They're like, nope, not a chance. So you got to be careful with who you're yelling at about their dogs. I get if you got a Yorkie out there, no, get the dog inside. Don't be stupid. But if you got a husky type, hello Annie, hello Laura, something like that. Of course, Mama Bake. I did leave the studio. If you got a husky or something like that, it once you go out there and play like it would be us going out and playing on a slip and slide. Good morning, Tammy. Mama, tell CB I did leave the studio last night because I did not bring Tums with me, and I ate spicy pork rinds about midnight. And I went to lay down about 3 a.m., and I was like, inferno heartburn. So I was like, I gotta brave the cold and snow, and I went out, cleaned my car off, and I went home. I slept about 3 or 4 hours. I woke up at 6, of course, naturally, because that's time to get up. Yeah, there you go, Bobby Joe, perfect. We have a husky, and he has been fighting us to come in. And people are getting upset when they see these dogs outside. Well, I understand for 90% of the other dogs, but there are certain breeds that you cannot pull inside on days like this. They don't want to come in. This is the ocean for them. Warm bed is much better. I'd have been fine. I just was laying there with my throat on fire. Matt, you should have hollered. I didn't see you. 8th grade. There you go. Congrats to the little guy for winning the 8th grade spelling bee. Hello, Audra. No, you should have said something. There was good and bad to having the studio at home, Christine. Because getting home from my regular job, sometimes it'd be like 5:30, 6 o'clock, 6:30, and I literally would hit the door, and I would unlock the studio door, and then run to the other end of the house to change, brush my teeth, see if I could do something with this, and then go back in there, and I'd walk back in the studio, and the people would already be there, or somebody's beating on the door to come in. And I'm not being, not that I'm against that, but it just made for a more hectic pace than I wanted. Here, I can say, hey, I'll be there around 7. I pull up and they're here, and that's fine. They're sled dogs, and they're born for this, 100%. Hello, PJ. Just had a huge avalanche of snow slide off my roof. Sounded cool, looked cooler. Have we heard anything about any power outages? I have not. Seth did leave Peter Cottontail outside. Seth, and this is his weather. This is his time to shine. He's getting in shape for the big day coming up real soon. Any power outages, anything, let us know. I've not heard from Abby yet on anything like that. Hello, Sharon. I did talk to her about the update. If you guys have not seen, this map was not wanting to load at all. We'll try to load it one more. It's updated, but let's see if it'll update here now. We are in the red, but this morning it just did not want to load at all, and it's not going to now. Grand. So we lost it, of course. Of course. Super. Because everybody's getting on it. And apparently their server from 1974 can't handle a load of folks looking at it. Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, there you go. 160,000 without power, and that is down here in this mess right here. This is all sleet, freezing rain, ice, and it's been doing this in some of these areas for over 24 hours. It wasn't as bad originally as they had forecast, because the ice plane was supposed to be Dallas, Little Rock, Memphis, and there was a lull yesterday of about 8-9 hours where there wasn't nothing going on there. Now it's picked back up and really hammering them there. St. Bernard's Huskies have a very thick undercoat. There you go, Mike. Thank you, sir. Screenshot next time. I've seen several plow trucks up and down Blue Bluff. Really appreciate these guys. Stay safe out there. Thank you, Audra. And last night, I would say, I think I was alive till 1:30. There were several plow trucks going up and down Morgan Street. About how much are we getting snow-wise? I'd say we have 8, 9, 10 inches right now. We're supposed to get another couple, 2 to 3. Now, that could deviate. You drive 5 miles down the road and you could have been under a heavier band and you got 13 or less than. Somewhere in Mooresville or Martinsville or Canby or anywhere along the way. South of Morgan County did get more snow. At least by what you saw and how it was coming in last night and today. And from pictures, it looks like they got more snow. So it's hard to say. The National Weather Service says we got 7 inches of snow as of an hour and a half ago. Basically. I'm like, no. I guarantee you it's more than 7 inches. Guarantee it. I don't care what they tell me. I walked in it, and it wasn't a drift. And if everything's drifting to right here, then there's areas that are completely barren somewhere. But it's about 8-9 inches here. That was an hour ago. So we've probably bumped that up a little bit. Hello, Cassidy. Anyway, that's all I got for now. How long have I been on? 30 minutes? That's about my average run time. Natasha, I know, right? Audrey, did you pre-salt the sidewalk? I did not do that last night or yesterday at my house. I failed. I need to do that. Hello, Jan. Yeah, we're closer to 9 or 10 inches is my guess, but more than 7. And seriously, that information came to me from a weather guy he doesn't work for the National Weather Service, but he got it directly from the National Weather Service. When I woke up, they said it was 6.3, and I was like, dude, we had 6 inches last night when I left. You are the wise one, Audra. I failed to do that. That's a good call, though. It's a good call by you, dear. Any closures? I'm sure all church services are closed. Bet it does nothing. Have a safe and warm day. Don't overdo it. Shoveling. Take your time. Oh, I'm not shoveling. I have an all-wheel drive that I can drive back and forth. It's just as good as a shovel. Just make them tracks a little wider in the driveway each pass. And then launch out onto Morgan Street. All right, guys. I'm going to jump for a little bit. It is approximately 10 o'clock, 10. I'll pop back on here in about an hour and see if we got any updates. Good morning, Mr. Henchman. How are you, sir? See if we have any updates from there. I'll see if I can track down some info. Power outages across the way. Church closings, I'm sure everything's closed by now, church services, and we will go from there. Love you guys. Stay safe, stay warm, and we'll be back on in about an hour.